today's tube is full to bursting.
We can't physically cope with the amount of people that we carry.
Madam, come to me.
That's it, come on, home sweet home.
And the underground staff are flat out,
Go home.
dealing with us.
A 10-pint of lager day.
I just seen the person squatting and like...
For the 20,000 people who keep the tube running,
International rescue.
every day brings new challenges.
We are a mobile Swiss Army knife.
And passenger problems
Excuse me, sir. Ticket inspector. Yeah, but it's not a free service on the underground, is it?
that could bring the tube to a halt.
Chaos, chaos.
Everything running smoothly has now gone the opposite route. See, just like that.
Until I get a shout, I'm going to stand here and just look pretty in front of my public.
Just open the gate.
Chaotic as always.
So this year, it's all change on the world's oldest underground.
This could be the future. This could be the revolution. Join the revolution, everybody.
But for the tube's long-suffering workers, it's more than a job.
It feels like home, just like family. Sometimes we love each other, sometimes we don't.
This way out. This way.
I'm a parent, and they're my children.
Mate, mate.
This is their story.
We cope, because that's what we do. We cope.
This time on the tube, the network braces itself for the night of the living dead. There's panic underground.
Got mail locations is running around the train.
And a crucial engineering project teeters on the brink.
If they down tools and walk off site, we're in a serious situation there.
It's 5 o'clock on Friday evening. In central London, nearly 500,000 people are heading home on the tube at the end of another hard-working week.
You got the picture with that, yeah? Cheers, handsome devil.
Let the wee boy through. Go to Daddy.
But for the teams that work in London's party stations, the toughest part of their job is only just beginning.
Friday and Saturday evenings are quite challenging, so we brace ourselves for a Friday night.
Paper tickets coming through anyone with Western time.
It's not crowded yet. This is the beginning. It'll be 10 times more crowded than this by the evening.
Rick and his team at Leicester Square have worked together for 9 years.
Carter, where's your location?
There's been a 30% increase in passengers in the past decade.
Oxford Circus. Mi amici. E qui, platform uno. You're talking Italian? Yeah, of course, man. Change, man. You are, mate. You're the man. With the hiking customer volume, in 10 minutes, you may see your workload double, triple, or even quadruple. Yeah, if you guys go down, yeah? Yeah, please.
Kingsley's one of 24 customer service assistants at the station, all in constant contact with the control room. Tonight, it's Paul.
There was a good service to main of the Piccadilly line.
He needs to continuously monitor the flow of passengers on the platforms to let the team know when the crowding reaches dangerous levels.
Well, we are the busiest station, believe it or not. We are the busiest station after 9 o'clock on a Friday and Saturday.
It's a Victorian station, and we're dealing with, like, 21st century crowds.
Leicester Square is always under pressure, but this weekend is going to be particularly challenging. On Saturday, it'll be the biggest, newest celebration of the year.
Halloween's coming up, and also it's become more popular, so people are coming out in vast numbers.
But before then, Leicester Square has to endure the Friday night chaos they see every week.
After 10 p.m, we have 37,000 people come through our gates, apparently. With a few beers, that's a lot to deal with.
23-year-old Grace is spending her Friday night underground. She's only been a tube driver for 3 years. Working the weekends has been an eye-opening experience.
It's like people forget
how to behave in public when they get on the tube and they've had a drink. I've seen a lot of things of an evening on a tube. I was at Malden and waiting to put my train away, and a man took a poo on a seat.
Passenger behaviour is one thing, but it's the life-threatening incidents that haunt all tube drivers.
I hate this station, it's really busy. And people stand over the yellow line, toes nearly hanging over the edge. I don't think they realise it actually makes you feel quite nervous because they're so close to the edge and you never know what could happen.
In Leicester Square, it's now 9 p.m. and the crowds have doubled. Paul, in the control room, is keeping a close eye on the situation.
We're going to have to put crowd control in to prevent the overcrowding. It's kind of like juggling it. Not to keep them up here too long, but also to make sure they're not down there too long. So obviously it's unsafe.
By 11, customer service assistants Rick and Kingsley have got their work cut out.
Madam, come to me. Come to me. Come in. Come in.
Good.
There's now around 1,000 people coming through the turnstiles every 5 minutes.
Slow down, please. It's just as busy downstairs. You're rushing to wait.
The station is close to capacity, but it's about to get much more crowded.
We've got gaps on the Piccadilly line. Generally problem suspension on the Piccadilly line.
We've got the train held for a few minutes so we can get more people on the train, and then we've just got to put a bit of crowd control in on our gate line to stop people going down so quickly. Yeah, Ricardo, you receive him?
Yeah, receiving him.
If you can just go downstairs and do what's necessary down there, I'm going to probably start holding customers up here a little bit. If you can try and get as many people on the train as possible, please.
Receive.
It takes just one train to jam the system, but with multiple delays and more people pouring onto the platform, the situation could become dangerous.
Be careful. Stay away from the edge.
To keep passengers safe, Paul has to make his most unpopular decision of the evening.
This is a customer announcement. Customers in the tickle area, unfortunately, is necessary to restrict your entry to the Piccadilly line platforms. This is to prevent overcrowding at platform level. Unfortunately, there are delays to your service this evening. We do apologise for any inconveniences caused. Thank you.
None the wiser.
It's very annoying.
It's chaotic as always.
At the weekend, the risks multiply all across the network. It's the busiest time for the Tube's specialist emergency response teams.
There's more people riding on our system, then there's a potential for more incidents.
Emergency responder Richie and police officer Rob are racing to a North London station after being alerted that passengers have been seen on CCTV running in panic from the platforms.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
A man is acting strangely on the platform.
Got mail and location just running around the train. There's people running off trains at location. Mail still on scene received.
There's a person causing panic. Is he still here?
Rob and Richie's first job is to find the suspect, then confront him.
Hello, fella. Where's that? Is this guy here? This guy here, Rob.
Hello, buddy. Excuse me, can you step back on the pavement? You all right, mate? Just have a quick word with you.
Coming up, crushes, creeps,
Mini Mouse, exit 4.
and a tricky customer.
Got your witnesses
My
here?
colleagues are
because
talking
it
to me.
certainly wasn't me.
Every weekend, over 4 million passengers pour into London's underground stations in search of a great night out. It's coming up to midnight on Friday night, and in the centre of town, the staff in London's top party station is being tested to its limit. A Piccadilly line train has been delayed, causing serious overcrowding at Leicester Square.
I'll do an announcement downstairs and no.
So control room operator Paul has had to close most of the gates.
That will cause us a few issues on the platform.
But just minutes later, the crowd in the tickets hall is hitting full capacity.
Where we usually have 5, we've actually only now got 2 gates open, so they're going through a lot slower. Obviously it causes problems up here, but obviously it's a lot safer to be up here, congested up here, than it is down on the platform.
After a long night on the town, the customers are keen to get home, and patience is wearing thin.
Guys, what are you doing? There's a queue.
Yeah, we'll go to the back.
Are you better than these people?
She's not cutting in. She didn't look at you. There's no need for that. Yeah? Anyway. A bit over-dramatic. Just go on.
At just after midnight, the long-delayed train arrives, and Rick and Kingsley can finally relieve the pressure.
Problem's over. You can lose it in seconds, so you've got to be on the ball, especially Fridays and Saturdays. Even a 3-4 minute gap causes issues because of the vast amount of people going through the station. So you have got to be on the ball.
In North London, one of the Tube's 6 instant response teams has been called to a serious incident. A man's been seen on CCTV causing panic on the platform. Emergency responder Richie and police officer Rob have caught the suspect outside the station.
Where were you? They had reports.
Yes.
Some sort of disturbance in the station. Your prescription was given. And someone was involved. And we're not sure how we're going to deal with it at the moment.
You've got your witnesses here?
My colleagues are talking.
Because it certainly wasn't me.
While Rob detains the suspect, Richie needs to find out what happened.
My CSA went downstairs only to find out people were running off the train.
Okay, right.
So straight away, people were actually running off
Yep.
the trains and, so scared and everything. Went down there, he just shot past me.
Right.
Outside, Richie's partner, Rob, wants to hear the man's version of events.
I've been changing my headphones, that's all, maybe moving my sleeve up a bit. I was playing around with that a little bit, just moving this and that. I've been making no stupid gestures like that at all.
I'm just wondering what Rob's going to do now. This guy seems to exonerate himself from anything that's happened. Sweet as a nut, I'm holier than thou, and everything's lovely. And we've got people supplying information about they're being petrified and worried.
Okay, buddy, listen to me.
Yeah?
Yeah? Don't cause problems at this station.
I am going to repeat myself 3 more times. I have not caused any problems here.
Right.
You must be mistaken.
I'm reminding you
If
then.
you've got any evidence of that, please be my guest to prove that.
And the local neighbourhood policing team for this station will be informed about this incident.
That has nothing to do with me. Can I leave now, Captain?
Yes.
Thank you.
After 8 hours on shift, Rick's Friday night is almost over.
Last train! Last train! Last train!
Last train!
But he has to keep alert until every passenger has left the station.
Mate! I've had that where I've been doing the last train, the person will just jump in and say, why are you doing that? I just wanted to know what it was like. Seriously, people are so drunk, they just do silly things. We're here to get everyone home safely. That's our reason for being. And we're moving millions of people. And on a Friday, Saturday night, we have a lot of people to deal with all in one go.
Passenger safety is the staff's #1 concern. But not every passenger is grateful.
For fuck's sake, if that TV camera, tell them to work upstairs. Tried to pay for 2 tickets, and they stopped us to come in and miss the train. A bunch of mate. TfL, employed.
I hear it all the time. At this station, we hear it quite often.
It's been a tough Friday.
We'll start again 5:30.
But Saturday promises to be even more challenging.
Tomorrow is supposed to be the busiest day of the year. We shall see.
With the last trains safely off the network, deep under King's Cross Station, Pete and his maintenance team have 50 hours to give a stretch of the Metropolitan, Hammersmith, City and Circle line a much-needed refit.
You've got like 4 or 5 activities going on at once. So it's just keeping everything rolling on.
A vital section of the 1960s track needs removing and replacing by 6 a.m. Monday morning.
The track here is very old, 40 to 50 years old. It needs changing. We shut the track this weekend at King's Cross to enable this work to take place.
The massive operation begins tonight. The first task is to cut up the old track.
We come in, burn the track, that's to cut it into lengths of track that we can take out and then load to a train. That train takes the scrap away. We then excavate the existing spoil, replace the ballast, and then replace the sleepers and rail, put topstone in and then tamp the track up to final line and level.
To ensure the safe running of the trains, the new track must be exactly the same level as the old one.
We try to leave the ballast as close as possible to right level, so we try to get it within 10 mil tolerance, which is like that, to make it sure we've got a smooth ride. If you would go on Friday and come back on a Monday, you will feel a difference.
It all has to be done to a tight deadline.
Our priority is we never overrun. The main thing is, on Monday morning, we're all sitting indoors and the public are running up. These trains are running up and down for the public. That will not be an issue. 5:15, 5:20, then the trains will be running on Monday morning.
Pete's team will be working night and day to get the job done in time. But it means an unpleasant surprise for travellers. It's now Saturday morning, and the first passengers have come to King's Cross to discover that the line is closed for improvements.
Just been on train for 3.5 hours, and this is just no help at all.
No, none at all.
None at all.
Got other lines, bit of notice. Plan your journey, don't you? Of course. And then you wasted 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and if you knew about it when I got on at various stations...
No, I agree with you, yeah.
It would be fantastic. It'd make a lot of difference.
A lot of the time, I don't think people realise it's for their benefit to make the service better, to improve the service. I do think they probably think we're doing it on purpose just to irritate them.
What do you mean?
It just would have been good for me to have planned my journey knowing this is going to happen at this point.
I'm just going to go out to Parkhead and Hammersmith and City.
Take the northern line down to the end of the corridor to Bank, through to Monument.
Yeah, from the machines.
Well, I mean, no one told us. If I'd known, I would have made other arrangements.
Yeah, just take the Victoria Line platform 3.
I haven't got a clue and I wasn't told in advance, and that's the issue.
It's 5 o'clock. And this weekend, the party stations are bracing themselves for a Saturday night like no other. Tonight is Halloween.
It's a long night,
You don't know the half of it.
And Rick and the team at Leicester Square are expecting a crowd that's even wilder than normal.
Andy,
please exit to your right, ladies and gents.
Tonight, because of Halloween, people really let their hair down. And we'll be on at least a 10-pint of lager day.
Red Riding Hood, I'm telling Grandma, hang around with werewolves.
It'll be a special let your hair down day.
Canadians, that way out, please.
Minnie Mouse, exit 4.
That way out, please.
It's interesting, but it can get very hairy. It's fun, but it could turn nasty.
Thank you.
You can have fights. So, just waiting to see what the night will deliver.
Love it. That was awesome.
Now I'm too old for it. Just sit back and watch.
Malcolm and Angie in the control room are enjoying the spectacle. For now.
We're going to be hammered today. Come around 10 o'clock, just before 10 o'clock, yeah. That's going to be well busy. To Zube, you're receiving, over?
Don't let him in. Don't let him in. This gave me the most, actually. Yeah, the zombies. I don't like zombies.
Yes.
Here receiving state message.
The team are expecting record numbers to come through the station tonight. So to avoid another potentially dangerous crush, they're operating a one-way system in and out of the station.
Yeah, just walk to the end of the road, govern around the corner. Yeah?
It's Kingsley's job to police it.
No. My man, walk that way for me, please. Thank you.
There's some movement.
Bro, it has to be, man, working here. Next time, my man. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's like, when everything runs normally, it's nice. But when, when the hits the wall and sticks, that's when we earn our money.
2 miles north of Leicester Square, at Camden Town Station, customer service assistant Ursoy is getting ready for an invasion of zombies.
There's a lot of clubs around Camden Town, so you've got Coco's, Jazz Club, Roundhouse. So all types will turn up to Camden Town. Halloween can be variable to what time of the evening it's going to be. So early evening, everyone's in happy spirits, excuse the pun, but they're all ready for an evening to go out. One of the things we need to be very careful with platforms is spillage. You have a look over there. Everyone looks for a hidden corner. Later on in the evening, it won't be that fluid, it'll be other fluid.
While London is busy celebrating, 9 metres underground at King's Cross, Pete and his team are busy pulling up the track that needs to be replaced by Monday morning. But 26 hours into the job, they hit an unusual problem.
During the war, I think this tunnel was one of the tunnels that got bombed, and I think a lot of it collapsed. So I think they came in after post-war, put these beams in. These beams are every 4.5 metres throughout this site, and I think it was a prop to support the new tunnel whilst they was bricking it and building it. It's quite a rare thing, I've not seen it before, and it makes it it's another constraint on site, and it's really hard to excavate around as well, so that puts a lot of time on our jobs.
Digging round the beams will slow them down, so it will be far from easy to stick to their tight schedule.
It's a lot quicker with a dozer than it is with just a machine, and unfortunately we've got to use a machine, so that's another restraint we've got this weekend.
This is exceptional. Usually we have 1 or 2 obstructions within our dig. But in this case, every 5 meters a beam, so you got to be careful. We take it into consideration, but reality is different.
The team has just over 20 hours left to painstakingly dig around the beams. Meanwhile, in Leicester Square, more and more people are flooding through the station. It's the middle of Saturday night, and after almost a decade in the job, Rick knows that trouble is brewing.
Everyone that goes out has to come back in. So when you see thousands and thousands of people coming out, those people are going to come back in. And they're going to come back in drunk.
Kingsley's up top, policing the exit.
Hello, Gov. Hello.
Don't talk
Hello,
to me.
Gov. Can you step back?
Don't touch me, you fat fuck.
Bruv, don't abuse me, yeah?
Fuck.
Don't abuse me. Move. Thank you. Move away. We've got a one-way system in operation, so he's tried to get past, right? And he won't listen to what I've got to say, so he has to go back out. That's it.
Back in Camden, the night's first casualties are appearing.
Keep moving down, guys, please. Keep moving down, please.
A man looks to be in trouble at the bottom of the escalator.
Keep moving down, please. Gents, keep moving down. No, sit.
Staff are worried that he could hurt himself, so Ursoy has been sent to help.
I know you are, mate. Where are we going home? We going home? Dagenham, yep, I'll get you on there. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll come over here. Stand nice and easy. Now you're sober. Hello? Look at me, you're sober now, yeah?
Oi! Take this fucking...
Careful.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
It's common. It's not a rare occurrence. Happens all the time. So we just need to deal and smile and deal with it.
The man is safely dispatched, but Ursoy's spotted another problem.
major spillage on the middle of platform 2. Young man sitting down, being rather sick. Where the ladies are gathered. He's dropped his mobile and he's sick as well, so I really can't attend to that.
Coming up, dead to the world. Sick and tired.
The young man just had a good chunder.
And picking up the pieces.
Another day in paradise.
It's midnight in Leicester Square, and as Rick predicted, the partygoers are back, and increasingly incoherent.
You know where you're going? No. Where are you going? Hey, I'm going to where? Where I'm going. Going to bed. I'm going to bed.
Many of the revellers look like they've had one too many. The tube staff have to take extra care to make sure they don't injure themselves or disturb other passengers.
Yeah, he's staggering everywhere, like Mr. Staggery, staggering.
At certain times of the day, a large part of the clientele is tipsy, and a small percentage are totally hammered. Sometimes people can react very badly. You get threatened, people threaten to attack you, and everyone at work has been abused. Everyone.
As the witching hour approaches, the mood turns nasty up in the ticket hall.
Well, that's it, man. That's what happens at Leicester Square. Quiet, and then all of a sudden, bang. I watch you. People are drunk. People are more prone to fights. We get poked, we get punched, we get spat at, we get abused. It's like, you know, for us, those are those things that happen on a daily basis.
Yeah, well, I'll sort it out, it's all right.
Back in Camden Town, Ursoy has been called to an emergency.
Ursoy to Jason. We may have an emergency at the bottom of the escalator. We've got someone in the recovery position. On my way down now. Hiya.
Before he decides on whether to call the paramedics, Ursoy must find out what's happened.
What we got?
She's not arrested. She's breathing, and she can hear.
Hello. Do we know what happened first?
She just collapsed. She
just collapsed.
On the floor.
Yeah, gate line to base. We've got a young lady in the recovery position at the moment. Hello, sweetheart. You get any breathing at all, guys?
Okay, that's fine.
I don't want to try it. Keep moving around, guys, please.
Next, he has to get her away from the stream of passengers coming off the escalators.
Hello, darling. Come on, sweetheart. Well done. That's it. That's it. Just take a seat here, darling.
After a few more minutes, the girl comes round on her own, so Ursoy can get back to his duties.
You get, my friend. Come on, friend. You need to go home now. That's it. Go on, home sweet home. That's it. Go home. Go home. She was all right. She made her own way out in the end, of her own accord, so we cancel the ambulance. If the person is a fit enough condition to leave the station, then we assist them accordingly.
It's just after 11:30 p.m, and the first of the Central Line's 76 trains are heading for bed. Hainault, one of the line's 4 depots, is 12.5 miles out from the city centre. It's been driver Diraj's home station for 30 years.
I'm checking to see that there's no passengers on the train, so I have to check each car individually. There's a passenger on the train. Time to get off. Yeah. This way. Where are you going to? You want to go back to London?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's no more trains going back to London. She don't know where she is now. Hang on, I'm going to... That train's going to the depot. It's not going back to London. It's not going back to London. You have to catch the bus. Yeah?
Hello, you're at Hainault Station. Train finishes here.
All right. Which way, mate? Hainault. All right.
Adrian is the station supervisor, and every Friday and Saturday night, he's not only there to meet the incoming trains, but the steady stream of oversleepers. It's his job to wake them up and help them safely out of the station.
Well, we're lucky because we've got mini cabs and night buses that run. I just want to... Oh, you all right, mate? You're here, Hainault, last stop. You got the N8 or the mini cab. Yeah? Mind your step, man. He woke up on his own. There's been cases where you have to physically hold them, make sure they get down the stairs safely. Or cases, especially with women, you can't just throw them out. The most we'll do is get them to the cab office. Get them to the cab office, and they can't remember the postcode sometimes. Where do you live? And they say home. What can you answer to that?
It's gone midnight in Leicester Square, and the finishing line's in sight.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're currently restricting access to our Piccadilly line platforms. This is to prevent overcrowding. Hello, how may I help you? I found the wee-wee. ISS, please can someone send a cleaner down?
Mate, are you all right? Sure? I know. Sure? Sid Ursoy. Tail wall of platform 2. The bag's full of sick. Young man's just had a good chunder. So get him to bring another bag as well. Is Halloween officially over yet?
The tube service is nearly over. The party stations will be empty in an hour. But the work of maintaining the underground never stops.
You ready?
Lubo's invisible army of cleaners is only just starting its shift.
Okay, guys, can I please all see you in one place? The task for tonight, first of all, we will dust all the panels. After that, we will wipe them. Okay, ready for action? Let's start boogie, eh? Okay, guys, let's get started, please, yeah? Dusting and wiping. I'm from Bulgaria. I came to London to celebrate Christmas, 2007 and New Year's Eve, and I fell in love in London. I decided to stay here to improve my English language, and already 8 years. 8 years, and I don't know when I'm gonna go back to Bulgaria.
It's not just the grindbusters who are working into the small hours. Deep in the tunnels below the ticket hall, the maintenance engineers are battling with their refit. Foreman Pete's got a deadline.
You're about an hour and a half behind, yeah?
Yeah, about an hour and a half behind us, but to be absolutely truthful with you, we got digging between these beams is a very slow dig.
They can't just scoop out the old aggregate in one go. The World War II beams mean they have to tackle it in 4.5-metre sections.
Them beams were put in 60, 70 years ago to strengthen the tunnel. I wish they wasn't in there, because it'd be a lot quicker for us.
Pete has to figure out how to claw back the time.
You carry on. You carry on. We don't want it to slip no more, because then you're basically chasing your backside all right otherwise. If you look where we are now, we may be behind on the sleepers, but we're pulling it back on the rail.
Pete has a 2-hour contingency built into his schedule. But the cabling team are also running into problems.
It's not going straight to plan. A few of the cables going to be twisted up. So, we've got to get the cables in. Just everyone's got to get stuck in and get it done.
Every cable, junction box and rail has to be ready in time to take the strain of the morning rush hour. But you can't do a nocturnal refit without lights. And one of the subcontractors has just switched off the power.
We've come down and said the lights have got to stay on. We told them don't turn them off until we're done. But one of their supervisors has not heard or not understood what I've said. And luckily we're just coming past as they've gone out. Make sure these lights stay on for these lads.
Put them back on.
Miscommunication does happen. The thing is, if they down tools and walk off site, we're in a serious situation there. We want to make sure that doesn't happen.
The engineers aren't the only ones working round the clock. Just over a mile away, the last revellers are leaving Leicester Square Station.
As long as they don't fall down the escalator, we're happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your last westbound Piccadilly line service is on the platform.
Mind the doors! Stand back, mate, stand back. Stand clear of the doors!
It's almost 1 a.m. and the final Piccadilly train is leaving the station.
This way out, guys, this way out. This way out. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
There's the last northbound Northern line. No southbound services leaving from Leicester Square for the remainder of the evening. Last eastbound at Whitehall.
Exit 3 locked over.
I'm a happy man. I'm always happy when Saturday's over. Always. You must feel the relief, can't you?
Last train tonight. Good night, ladies and gents. On the train, guys.
And the Northern Line finally shuts.
Yeah, Jason, I did receive that last message. Everyone's going to turn into a pumpkin now, are they?
Coming up, it's the morning after the night before.
Up that stair.
Yeah, somebody.
And it's time to face the music.
Sometimes the wheels fall off the wagon.
It's early Sunday morning, and deep in the suburbs at Hainault Station, Adrian's almost finished his shift. The very last train has come in from central London's party stations.
Evening. You all right?
Yeah, sure.
You all right? Take your time, take your time. You're at Hainault. You don't worry. See, when you wake them up, they wake up. It's like they're kind of not scared. You get that look in their face. And for a second, you wonder, what's the reaction going to be? You get scared of the big guys, you know? You think they're going to be, you know? You just wonder what that reaction. When they get up and they look at you, it's like the eyes open and you think, oh dear. And then they're fine. You know, 9 out of 10 are fine. You're always wondering when it's not, you know, when you're going to get that one.
Last summer, Adrian's luck ran out when he approached a sleeping passenger.
Woke him up, got him off the train onto the platform, and I says, "You okay, mate?" And without any warning, he just charged me and punched me in the stomach and ran off. So, yeah, it does make you wary dealing with the people in this time of the evening, definitely. It's finished. No, but the risk is there. Hiya, mate. When you know things like that have happened. Hiya. Hello. It's always there. You all right? Last stop, Hainault, mate. All right? Take your time. You always got to walk behind them, and you're looking at the hands to make sure they're not starting to clench their fists. Yeah.
Guys, what's up?
With the network now closed, the Underground's night shift of cleaners is in full swing.
Hey, Olga, how are you? God bless the Queen, yeah?
While the daytime staff take a well-earned rest,
Awesome, mate. Awesome. I like it.
Lubo's team of mostly new arrivals give the platform a spring clean.
We are not all from Bulgaria. This is Bulgaria part, the other part is from Ghana and Nigeria.
Working night is hard. Everyone likes clean environment and everywhere looks so bright and clean. So I'm actually proud of what I do.
Guys, did you mop all the platform, yeah? Let's take all the gear and slowly go out, please. When our guys finish with mopping the floor, I wish to my guys good rest, and we see you tonight. Another day in paradise.
With Monday morning fast approaching at King's Cross, things are looking up for Foreman Pete.
The engineers have been through with the tamper. We only need to give it one pass, which has saved us an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And the engineers have kept it rolling. It's been a good shift. Everything's back on programme. Well, we're slightly in front of the programme now.
Yeah, we are. We're in a comfortable position, actually, comparing to yesterday.
Sometimes the wheels fall off the wagon. Yeah, that happens. You ain't going to stop that. But the main thing is that you stay focused and you just keep going with what you're doing.
If we didn't work our bollocks off, can you imagine what the general public would feel like rocking up to that station and it being closed on a Monday morning when they're expecting to get somewhere?
It's just after 5 a.m. and Stuart's last task is to check the rails have all been replaced perfectly.
This is the final piece in the jigsaw, just making sure that this train goes by. And then you go in your flash report and say, oh, work's completed as planned. Sounds smooth.
Monday, 6 a.m. It all starts again.
The SCP, are you receiving me, over?
Thank you for your patience.
It's Tuesday. Rick and Kingsley are back on early shifts.
Another day, another station to open. A few more calories burnt, you know? How's it going, my friend? Yeah?
Muy buenas. A dormir.
Every single day, more than 140,000 people pass through Leicester Square, a number that's increasing.
Received.
You've got to be focused. No one cares about what happened yesterday. They've got to go to work today. People have got job interviews to go to. They've got business they're doing today. They expect you to be focused on today's problem.
For the 24 customer service assistants here, it's not long before it's business as usual.
Up that staircase.
Yeah, somebody.
I just thought you might like to know.
All right, cool. 26 to base, are you receiving? Can you send a cleaner to platform 4? We have a spillage.
Next time, the team's keeping us safe on the underground.
Epidemic fit, Swiss Cottage northbound.
Passengers disrupt the network.
London is just full of lunatics.
Every incident where a customer's at fault is stupidity.
And Tube staff must save us from ourselves.
A superhero's job is never ended.
And the Tube's back next Monday at 9. Next tonight on Channel 5, drama that will shake Erinsborough to its foundations. If you're not a Ramsey Street regular, you'll get all the backstory you need in Neighbours. Who dies? In just a moment.